Hey guys, I wanted to show you what I do for my raw food diet for my Cane Corso Hannibal. Hannibal the cannibal who eats raw diet. So I get everything set up obviously ahead of time, and I've got some chicken thighs here and some grass-fed cow liver that's actually still frozen. I forgot to take it out, so I just cut it up, but I'll talk about that as far as weight goes. And there's some gizzards still left, some really good hamburger, and a pork butt that I just cut up. And my scale, and to keep things easy, I put it in a jar. So Hannibal gets about 24 ounces per meal. So I turn this on, I put my ball jar on top of it and tear it out so it's zero weight. And then I come over here and I grab a chicken. Okay, my chicken thigh just got dumped in there, and my 1.6 ounce of liver. Okay, so now I've got 9.88 ounces. So now I need to fill that up with hamburger and pork. So I'm going to grab 1 to 1.5 of these hamburger balls. I'd already kind of prepped those and weighed them before, and I'm going to shove those down into the jar. So now I'm at 17.29. So now I'm going to take the rest and fill it up with the pork until we get to about 24 ounces. And here we're at 23.36, and I'll just throw in an extra little piece right there. And there we're at 24.60. So now, this is going to be tricky because I only have one hand available. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plastic bag and put it over the top of the jar, and then tip the jar upside down, and boom, it goes in there nice and neat, and I don't have to worry about the edges being all crusty and stuff from beef. So maybe I can go like this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And I'm just doing that. So boom, now I have a ready-made bag for Hannibal that I can throw into the freezer. All right, and he gets one of those bags in the morning and one in the evening. And then I've got a box here where I'm putting everything, and then it's all going to go in my flatbed freezer. Now, as far as portions go, I've got my raw diet menu up here. So he should, his thing should be 2 to 3% of his body weight. So he weighs 105 pounds. So I do 3 pounds of food per day, 1.5 pounds each meal. This has changed since I started doing this. So he should get 40% of meaty bone, like chicken quarter or whatever, or the chicken thigh. 10% organ, so that's 6.4 ounces approximately. Approximately 1.6 ounce of organ meat. Actually, 10% organ meat, but only 5% liver. You don't want to overdo it on the liver. So I got 1.6 ounce. And then 10% bone. So that's where that chicken bone comes in. And then 6.4 ounce more of muscle meat. So that's where the hamburger and the pork comes from. And you don't have to do a bone every meal. It's not necessary. I did not start him off. Let's see if I can turn this around. I don't know if I can or not. I did not start Hannibal off on, partial diet. I went straight from feeding him food one day to straight to raw diet, and he has been thriving on it. His coat looks better. He doesn't weep. His eyes do not weep as much anymore. I think that if this was organic and completely grass-fed, it would probably be even better, but I can't get there yet. We do have some grass-fed meat in the freezer, and so I use some of the stew meat that's cut up for him and things like that, but I can't do it all the time. So, but when we buy our half a cow next spring or next summer, maybe we'll get more than half a cow. And of course, deer meat, we're going to process a deer here pretty soon and go with that. So you can use chicken feet. I'm not sure if I'm going to use thighs again because of the, you're not supposed to use any bones that are load-bearing bones. So thighs, obviously, those carry a load. I have some fabulous big bones in the freezer, leg bones from that grass-fed cow, but they're load-bearing, so I can't do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make broth. That's the other thing he gets. Anytime I have any bones that I don't care about broth for myself, which sometimes happens, I will make a big batch of broth for him, and he gets that in with his food too. So, and he loves broth, and it's so good for them because it's got that marrow in there. So, little tip, if you have any questions, give me an ask. I got this information from Jason and on YouTube. Jason Carey, he has the dog, what's his name? Bruce Wayne, fabulous dog. So that's it.